Welcome back, Sim Fam. We are continuing phase one of my Winter Wonderlands loop, and today we are creating Anna and Hans from Frozen. Starting with Anna, and I have to say, she's one of my favorite Disney characters because she feels so real. A lot of princesses are known for being elegant and graceful, but Anna, she always been the one who feels like she would actually be fun to hang out with. She's funny, curious, a little awkward, and she has such a big heart. So, for her aspiration, it's only right for me to choose Friend of the World for her. Then, for her traits, I want to say clumsy, cheerful, and outgoing. When I create characters in The Sims, I'm not just trying to make them look similar, I'm trying to capture their personality as well. For Anna, I want her sim to feel warm and approachable. I'm looking for features that people immediately recognize, like her freckles, her big expressive eyes, and her signature hairstyle. One thing I noticed while doing this challenge is that base game actually forces you to be more creative. When you have every pack and every piece of custom content, it's easy to find exactly what you want, but when you have limitations, you start to look at items differently and thinking, like, how can I make this work? If you watched last week's episode, you saw me create Elsa and Kristoff using only base game items. They are the first residents in our Winter Wonderlands world, and today we're adding the next two characters to the story. Anna will be moving in with Kristoff, and Hans is getting his own cabin right beside them. So we already know that's probably not going to be good. The challenge today, though, is creating both of them using only base game items, no expansion packs, and no custom content. Now let's talk about one of the most important features that bring Anna's to life, her eyes. Anna's eyes are a big part of what makes her character feel so expressive and lovable. She has large, bright green eyes, although I was thinking they was blue due to the picture. But her eyes immediately give her that sense of warmth, curiosity, and innocence. Another important detail about Anna's eyes is the shape. They are large and rounded, which gives her a softer, more youthful appearance. This helps communicate that she is approachable and someone viewers can easily connect with. She has a sense of wonder about the world because she spent so much of her childhood isolated inside the castle, waiting for the day she finally could experience more life. Throughout both Frozen movies, you can see Anna's love and concern for her sister through expressions. Even when she is scared, she continues to choose love and hope. Her eyes often show that she is someone who believes in people and refuses to give up. Anna's hair is probably one of the biggest details because it really helps sell her character. I'm trying to find something that gives that soft, natural feeling. It's just a light, easy to braids. I seen some hair up in here. I know it's that they got it. So one of the most important details about Anna hair is the white streak that runs through it. And although I don't think I'm be able to show that in base game, it's definitely a really important detail. Because when Anna was younger, Elsa accidentally struck her with her ice magic, leaving that signature streak behind. It became a small but meaningful reminder of the magic in her family and the bond shared between two sisters. Anna's hairstyles are also very different from the traditional princess look. A lot of Disney princesses are known for perfectly styled hair, but Anna's hair feels more natural and realistic. She's adventurous, she's always moving, she doesn't spend her days sitting around waiting to be rescued. Her braids fits her personality because they're practical while still being beautiful. The style makes her look approachable and matches her cheerful, slightly goofy personality. She's kind of a character who will wake up excited, run down the hallway, and probably trip along the way. I want her to look like she's going exploring through the forest, come home to her cozy cabin, and still look like a princess. Okay, now since we're dealing with the base game challenge I'm trying to do, I'm sure there's not many to pick from, but I'm gonna go for more of an Airedale look like this. I feel like this is something that she really will wear for her everyday look in Sims. And for formal, let's start with her hairstyle. It's a little bit more put up in the movies. It has that braid. So yeah, I guess this will work. Even though it's not my first choice because the little bow in the back, but let me add some earrings to her to make it a little bit more dressed up. And yes, let's do that. Let me check and see if there's any other hairstyle first that will match closer to her formal look. No, yeah, let's just go with this. Okay, so let's go back to the formal outfit. In Frozen 1, I know this is different from Frozen 2, so we're going to try to do a little blend of that. More so what she wore in Frozen 2. It looked a lot more heavier, more covered up, and I wanted to do this green because, you know, she has a touch of green in most of her dresses and stuff, but I like this better. For her. Let me get some shoes on her, even though it really don't show the shoes and what she's wearing in Frozen 2. I feel like this is the best we could get with base game items for what she wore at like the coronation. And now for her sportswear, I might have to lean a little bit towards modern. Like, what would I think she would wear now? For her modern look sportswear, again, I'm gonna go with that more covered up look, maybe like with these pants, something for the shirt that's this casual workout, not so royal looking, just something that's comfortable. And for her nightwear, let's see, first let's get this thing off her head. It's crazy how they just be having stuff on these Sims. It's funny sometimes, but sometimes it be motivating to use. But again, I want to go for something comfortable. This is what I feel she probably put on for to go to bed. Let's make it green, since green is kind of that color they've chosen for her in the movies. Yeah, I like this look. Okay, but for party, I'm thinking a dress. I'm kind of not liking this. Let's see what the green look like. Oh, nah, this ain't gonna work. Maybe, yeah, you know what? It's base game. The options are limited, so we're just gonna go with this. She's ready to party. Look at her. Looking at her hair. Let's put some jewelry on her. Let's try to make this look a little bit party-ish. It do look a little dark for her, I'll say. You know what? I don't know how I really feel about this right now. But so let's move on to the swimwear. Hold on. I just can't settle with this party look. Let me do something with this real quick. Maybe let's change the color or the look. Okay, that's giving Milan. I don't know about this. What do you guys think? That first one or this one? This one seems a little bit more dressed up. I could make it green. Let's take this jewelry off. Let me match the earrings. Okay, maybe I'm onto something. Okay. What about these shoes? Black is standing out. I'm kind of not liking it, but we know black goes with everything. So let me see with the shoes. What can we do? Oh yeah, that's looking more adventurous if I do the boots, but maybe we should try to make her look dressed up and pretty. All right, now I'm ready for the swimwear. Let's see. Looking for green. That's her signature color, but I'm not sure really on what type top to do. Okay, maybe this will work. Yeah, I like the shorts. For her, it gives that tomboy looks, and she's a little bit rough around the edges. We gotta get them toes done. And her nails too, because she is a princess. Something gotta be maintained on her. Even though she's like adventure, we gotta get her looking good. Let's move on to the summer wear. I want to do something long for her, but it is hot outside, so let's just start with the shirts. Let me see. Let's go with something green, of course. This seems nice and cool for her. Although when I think of Arendelle, all I could think about is the snow that Elsa done caused. But yes, this outfit right here is giving Arendelle summer for sure. Now let's think about some shoes. That seems fun. I think this will match her personality well. Yeah, let's go with this for summer. Okay, wintertime, where she shines. Now, although her outfit for the winter is a dress and it looks completely different, we're gonna do a modern version winter for her. Let's see what base game got. Hoodie seems fun, comfortable, modern. Let's look at the pants, something baggy. Yes, I'm liking this look. Okay, with the boots. And actually, I love them boots in real life, but let's do something more traditional. Let's look at this. Okay, this is definitely giving Arendelle. But do we think this is kind of similar to Elsa's? I don't know. I do like this though. Let's go with this for her winter look. Yes. All right, let's put a hat on her head because it is cold outside. She do need to cover up. Yes, let's do the beanie. Make it black. Okay, look at her. She's ready to go. The winter is ready. Okay, this is my everyday look. Let's add some earrings. Okay, this is Anna in all her looks. There goes some earrings to pull the whole outfit together. And there go Anna outfits. Now for the glow up. Okay, for this part, I don't feel like much need to be done. Because it looks like her to me. Anna is not the type to be over glamorous, and she don't have a lot of makeup on and stuff like that. But I figured with some custom content, I could like spruce up the eyebrows, add some eyelashes, and really that's about it. She looks good the way she is, and it looks like her to me. Look, I try to change her eyes a little bit. They look a little bit more blue greenish here, which is given the pictures now, I would say. What other things for custom content you guys think that I could do to like make her look good? And for her hair, let's do the formal look a little bit more up because that is how her hair is. Unfortunately, I couldn't get like the braids and the updo like how it is on the cartoon, but I feel like this formal looks a lot more like the picture. Well, here's Anna with me using base game and a minimal custom content for her glow up. Let me know what you think about her design. And now we're moving on to Hans. Hans is such an interesting character because he's not the typical villain that you immediately recognize. When we first meet him, he seems charming, polite, and like the perfect prince. And that's what makes his character so interesting. He knows how to present himself. For Hans, I don't want to make him look like a obvious villain. I want him to have that polished, royal appearance because that's part of what makes his character work. A good villain is usually someone who could convince people they're the hero, and he did just that. So when I'm creating him, I'm thinking about confidence, elegance, and a royal prince look. So for Hans' aspiration, let's go with serial romantic. And for his traits, let's do jealous, ambitious, and self-assert. Now let's move on to Hans and start breaking down his character design, beginning with his skin tone, face shape, eyes, and eyebrows. At first glance, Hans has a very classic Disney prince appearance. His design was created to make him look charming, approachable, and trustworthy. This is actually a really interesting choice because Hans' appearance is meant to make both Anna and the audience believe that he is the perfect fairy tale prince. His visual design plays into the idea of the handsome, kind, and noble royal character that we are used to seeing in Disney stories. Now let's talk about his eyes because they are one of the most important parts of his design. Hans has green eyes that are bright and noticeable. His eye color helps connect him visually to Anna, who also has green eyes. Ooh, okay. But right now, it's looking like he's on something. Like, seriously. Let me see something about these eyes because this ain't about to be it. Okay, that looks much better. Finally, let's talk about his eyebrows. Eyebrows are often overlooked when creating sim characters, but they make a huge difference because they control so much of the character's expression. Hans has well-shaped, defined eyebrows that give him a confident and polished appearance. They help frame his eyes and add to his royal put-together look. His eyebrows also help show his emotions. When he is smiling, acting charming, his brows make him appear gentle and sincere, but when his true intentions are revealed, his shape and movement of his eyebrows help create a colder, more serious expression. Now, Hans' lips definitely is not giving this plump. Let me thin them down, like all the way down, because he ain't got none. They look super thin. Let's look at his eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and change that eye color to green. I know I talked about it a little earlier, but he does have those green eyes that help really set the tone for his hair color and everything like that. Let's find his signature hairstyle as close as I can. I know I'm working with base game, but let's figure out this beard. Now this beard is giving Hans, but it ain't because it don't come so down on his chin like it is. It's more so of a sideburn we need, but unfortunately base game isn't giving that for us. Let me look through this one more time, see what I can see. Yeah, no, it ain't giving it. So for his hair, he do have more of a messier looking hair than what base game is giving us, but this one right here just might have to do for him. You know, I'm working with limited things right now until I get in my custom content. But even then, I might have to still work with this hair. Oh no, that's giving Dracula there. Let me continue to look through here. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. And honestly, this color is kind of off from his original color, like how it's supposed to look, but let me do this. Yeah, okay. This is giving werewolf, but hey, it's giving Hans vibe to me, villain vibe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I like this. Definitely giving that werewolf villain vibe, but maybe I should go with this sleek look for the formal. And all the other ones, let's do this type of look. It's definitely giving villain. More rougher than what I wanted Hans to be, but in some of them clips, he was looking rough. All right, now let's look to the lips. He do have like a little pink tint on his lips, and for his cheeks, they are very rosy looking. So let's pinken these cheeks up a bit and apply it to all the looks that's available. Now I'm just looking for he do got lashes and his thing, but not lashes like that. Let me get them off his face. For his outfits, I'm leaning towards royal colors and more formal style. He looks like someone who belongs in a castle, but knowing what we know about Hans, there should also be something that feels a little too perfect. Almost like everything look good on the outside, but there's more happening underneath. Okay, so for his everyday look, I'm looking for something that's formal, business-like. Hold on, let me fix some hips because they was hipping. Alright, his body looked much better. And let me fix the stomach because I'm pretty sure he's in shape. It seems like he would be. Fix these arms, buffing them out a little bit. Do the show. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's looking more like his body type. Okay. Alright, but for the everyday look, I'm looking for something, of course, more business-like, more prince wear. Maybe like a nice suit like this will look nice. Make it black because it's similar, or maybe white, but that's giving wedding. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Because like in the movie, his jacket is that white color with the white gloves or whatever. But let me go through these shirts, see if I can do a more casual look since it's every day, but still have that royal businessy look. I do like this shirt. It does, the white sleeves is given that white jacket he was wearing with the black pants. Okay, this is given Arndale, but he's not from there, he's visiting. This right here though might, okay. In all honesty, this is giving school teacher, but we're looking for casual. So let's just move on to the formal. I do think that we should go with the suit for formal. Let's give him some socks because he do got some floaters on. A little ankle showing there. So we want to make sure he got some socks. And a nice undershirt. I love this feature, honestly, too, about Sims, that they do allow you to put the undershirts on now to show through. So I do appreciate that. Let's get some shoes. And now moving on to sports. I'm thinking something that's gonna show his muscles off because he low-key got a body on him. And for some reason, even though it really didn't show it in the movie, I feel like that red is given Hans. Now for his nightwear, I could see him in some little underwear, but we're not gonna do that today. Let me get some pants on him. That dark burgundy color for some reason is giving villain. And the vibe of Hans to me, even though he didn't have it on like that in the movie. But let's just go with the robe. Now for party wear, let me get this hat off of him because I don't think he wore a hat at all in the movie, honestly. But let's see what we could do for a party. I still want to keep that Prince royal dress up wear, but I want to modernize it a bit. I think this jacket coat looks great. Oh yes, this is definitely giving party. All white for Hans, but let's tan it out a little bit so it ain't too matchy. Okay, these shoes are good. For swimwear, the little shorts will be nice. Let's give them a little length. For the summer, let's go with the V-line shirt. Make it gray. And some khaki shorts. Just keep them simple, keep them modern. Probably something he would wear if he came to America, so I would say. And for the winter time, let me take all this stuff off of him first, give us a clean base. Winter, I'm thinking long sleeves, of course, but oh yeah, that's definitely giving Arendelle. That's just too much. He seemed like more like a turtleneck guy. Let's put a turtleneck on him. Well, I do like this one. It seems still businessy, like most of his outfits he wore in the movie. I think this is definitely giving Hans. It's giving Christmas vibes, winter vibes, I would say. Now let's look for some shoes. Some loafers seem comfortable and nice, although my first intent was to put some boots on him. And it's cold out there, so maybe we could put a scarf on him. No, I ain't feeling the scarf. Let's take this scarf off. Okay, I'm done with this winter wear. And then here are all the looks. Everyday, formal, sports, night, party, swim, hot, and winter styles. How you guys think I did with Hans using base game? Alright, here's Hans using base game items and custom content. I'm really happy with how he turned out. Custom content definitely helped a lot with his sideburns and everything like that. This challenge has been so fun because it makes me focus on creativity instead of just having unlimited options. This is a perfect example of how sometimes the smallest details can create the biggest glow up. It wasn't completely changing his face or adding a ton of custom content. It was simply about choosing a detail that matched the original character design. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.